very happy to be connected with Pavan Agarwal. Always happy to be connected with you, Pavan, because from weeks now after CES, we saw you jumping on plane to Tokyo for a globalization, I should say live globalization of your company, AngelAi. So what's new? What's going on with AngelAi going global, Pavan?
Yeah, I think the theme for AngelAi, and also I can feel that the theme here at Davos is what I call Globalization 3.0. So Globalization 1.0 was for the past 500 years, which was colonization and exploitation across the world. Then Globalization 2.0 was, a set of corporations delivering some of the value to local labor and local markets, but extracting 90% of the value for themselves. And Globalization 2.0 coincided with Web 2.0, and the internet was a big enabler for Globalization 2.0. And now we're at Globalization 3.0, which I think is really where we need to be, which is you combine the markets along with the technology where it's headed, where we are with technology, with AI and decentralized finance. And as a result now, Globalization 3.0 delivers a real promise, which is capital going straight to the families, to the working class, to the local businesses, small craftsmen. And they can now get the direct benefit of globalization and expand into delivering their products and services to larger markets without middle corporations or mega corporations in the middle aggregating their work and extracting most of the value. So Globalization 2.0 was these megacorps that was in the middle of the craftsmen, of the middle of the labor, of the work that was being accomplished, and they aggregated it together and delivered it to global markets, and they extracted 90% of the value.
So
And so,
yeah, that's very impressive what you're doing to reduce, to decentralize, and to give back financial power. So I could have thought that Angel AI will work, of course, for certain category of population in the United States, but obviously not. Now you are developing Angel AI globally. So, of course, we will be very happy to follow the next step. But now, when you came back from Japan, what's happened, Pavan? That was incredible. I saw images from there.
yes. So the theme in Davos, and this is directly related to what happened in Japan, the theme in Davos has been about how do we get capital, right? And these are the people at the top with control of capital. Like, how do we deliver the capital to where it's needed? So the big problem in banking has always been the last mile delivery. And that's where all the inefficiencies is getting it from the low interest rate banks, bank capital to the people who need it the most, but there's so much friction in the middle, and that's where all the inefficiencies and economics are lost. So in Japan, what happened was we're talking to capital over there that has been trying for years, that we've actually been talking for 20 years about this, to deploy capital in US to US homeowners and to US consumers. And they were hesitant to do it up until now because they had to go through too many middle layers to see their money get deployed, and those middle layers take half of the yield and half the returns. The biggest problem was not so much the returns; those middle layers, they had no assurance of that the credit products that they want to invest in would actually be where the money ended up. So blockchain technology plus AI creates a level of transparency like we never had before, so that the capital knows if I have a dollar and I want to invest it in a particular credit product, I have absolute assurance that it's going where I requested it to go. And so that was the theme from Japan, and this is why we structured an arrangement with them. And that's also, the theme here in Davos, where so many conversations, so many panels, so many keynotes that happened were all about this. Like, how do we solve this problem? How do we solve the problem of capital going to where it needs to go? And I just raised my hand. I've, AngelAi is the solution. We've already done it. And the other, obviously AI is really, everyone's talking about AI. I mean, I think the theme of this Davos is AI, and everyone's talking about agents and how agents will take over. And when we actually talk to leaders and technologists, and they're like, well, agents are interesting, but I haven't been able to get agents to do any real reliable work for me, right? They help, but they don't do any real reliable work. And as you know, Mark, the architecture of AngelAi is, we came out with the agent, what you call today agent, what the world calls today agent architecture. We came up with this architecture, 6 years ago, and we call them cells. So, and it's very small, very, very specific cells, like little tiny robots, like little nanobots that work together to accomplish big tasks. So these are, in today's nomenclature, would be like micro agents, and it works really well, this technology, and so well that we've done $30 billion of transactions and highly reliable. So when I explain to people, look, we already had the principle of agents, we already had this technology figured out and working, 5, 6 years ago, they're blown away. And when I tell them about that, look, it does big money complete banking transactions. The agents do it on their own, and they're astonished because they can't get agents right now to write proper emails for them, or to do proper follow up. And they're like, wait, if I can't get an agent to book my calendar correctly, how are you getting agents to control millions of dollars, make multi-million dollar financing decisions, right? And it's how you approach it. It's our people, our engineers working independently outside of the Silicon Valley echo chamber, and had a different mission. Right? Their mission was to solve specific problems. The mission was to bring equality and fairness back into the banking system. Right? Our mission was not to create artificial general intelligence. It was not sort of this nebulous infinite project. Our mission was really a specific necessity of humanity that we've been working on for many years. And when you approach it with the right mission, you get the right results. And the interesting novel AI technology that we develop is it's a nice little side effect.
Oh, that's impressive. I know that one of your favorite sentences is nothing beyond rich. And I know also that in Davos, lots of people do say, is AI a good or a bad thing? And the question is not done. But in your specific case, there's no question at all. The best AI can do, you are doing so. Thank you so much, Pavan, for AngelAi. Of course, thank you for your commitment, and of course, come back anytime. So guys, hurry up, connect with Pavan, and of course, we stay tuned for further development and new opportunity with AngelAi. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.